global warming is considered one of the most alarming phenomena for scientists. Among its dangers is the rise in temperatures, leading to the melting of the polar ice caps. If this actually happens, the volume of ocean waters will increase dramatically, causing sea levels to rise. But what if we anticipated a completely opposite scenario? What would happen if all the oceans completely dried up? Would the world be better or much worse? If we start with the events that wouldn't be immediately catastrophic, the first is the dramatic change in Earth's topography. New mountains, plains, and valleys would emerge after being buried deep underwater. The ocean floors, just like dry land, are covered with diverse terrains, but hidden beneath the surface. In fact, the ocean floors contain mountain ranges, much larger than those found on land. For example, Mount Mauna near Hawaii rises 10,200 meters from base to peak, meaning it is actually taller than Mount Everest itself. Now, let us move to the serious side and the terrifying disasters that would unfold. The first and most immediate crisis would be a crushing blow to the global economy. Oceans provide livelihoods for at least 3 billion people on Earth, which means more than 40% of the world's population would be directly affected. The ocean, for instance, drives tourism on beaches worldwide, supports shipbuilding, shipping industries, and, of course, the massive global seafood market. Another devastating impact of drying oceans is the catastrophic drop in oxygen levels. Ocean waters make up about 97% of all water on Earth, hosting countless organisms that help generate the oxygen we breathe. Contrary to popular belief, marine plankton alone produces more than 50% of the total oxygen in our atmosphere. The ocean and its currents are the primary regulators of global temperatures. If the oceans dried up, two consecutive yet completely contradictory phenomena would occur. First, as water becomes scarce before vanishing completely, ocean currents will fail to distribute heat, resulting in extreme atmospheric instability, a rapid violent shift between scorching heat and freezing frost. But once the oceans dry up completely, a relentless freeze will grip the entire planet, plunging us into a new ice age, harsher than anything humanity has ever faced. The reason is, ocean waters absorb and distribute solar radiation. Without them, sunlight hitting the Earth will find nothing to absorb it and will simply reflect back into space, leaving behind a frozen wasteland. After the atmosphere fails, we come to the second vital element for life: water, the water we drink and that every living creature depends on. We know that water evaporates from surfaces, condenses, and falls back as rain, sustaining the water cycle. But when the oceans dry up, leaving only small amounts in rivers and lakes, rainfall will plummet, and it won't be long before the remaining water vanishes completely. Without a doubt, as water becomes incredibly scarce, the first to pay the price will be animals and plants. Mass extinctions will occur on a daily basis. Alongside extinctions on land, marine life will face a total wipeout, and with it, global famine will strike everywhere. The only thing that might briefly help humanity survive is the harvesting and storing of massive deep-sea creatures left stranded. With proper freezing, this could feed the world for up to 10 years. In a dark era that mirror apocalyptic movies, the few human groups that manage to survive, rationing supplies and fighting the cold, will soon face a final shocking realization. With the loss of marine life that generates our air, the entire world will begin to suffocate from a severe lack of oxygen, and with that, the final chapter of life on Earth will be written.